Hi, friends, and welcome to Waiting on God Part 3. We're talking about examples of the men and women of God or of the Bible who did not wait on the Lord. We met Abraham in Part 2, and Abraham had a wife, Sarah, and God had promised them a son, but they grew impatient and had doubts, especially on the side of Sarah, taking matters into their own hands. And Sarah suggested to Abraham to have a child with Hagar, her maidservant, resulting in the birth of a child called Ishmael. Now, this action created ongoing family conflict and complications, which persist to this day amongst the lines of both Ishmael and Isaac. So the next person we come across is King Saul, but this was towards the end of his reign when God instructed him to wait for Samuel to arrive before offering a sacrifice. However, Saul, because of fear of the Philistines who are about to attack, and in disobedience offered the sacrifice himself before Samuel arrived. And as a result, of course, Samuel, hearing from God, informed Saul that his kingdom would be taken from him, and therefore his family lost that kingship. Okay, Moses is the last example. We had also talked about him in his desert or wilderness phase. This was before he went into the desert, and it's actually what caused him to go into the desert, which you'll find in Exodus 2:11 to 12. So Moses is witnessing the harsh treatment of his fellow Israelites by an Egyptian, and he killed the Egyptian in a fit of anger. And this action forced him to flee into the wilderness, delaying his divinely appointed mission to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So you can see from the examples of all these great men and women of God that getting emotional and not waiting on God causes a lot of problems